Hi everyone, I just wanted to wish you all a happy 2026 and I hope you enjoyed this video.
So hi guys, welcome back. If you're new to this channel, my name is Aga and this is Casa Tulum, Bali. So it's been a while. We finished our last villa in Perennian. It's been on the market. I'm going to do a quick update. It's been crazy since October. We're into November now, December. So we're fully booked all the way through to the middle of February, which is just insane. It's been so hard we can't even get time in our own villa, which is hilarious. Anyway, I think in the last video I mentioned to you that would I do this again? What were my thoughts? And I said yes, we would do it again. And so today I'm going to show you basically a sneak peek of our next project. So as we come in, you can actually see the outlines of the 2-bedroom villas, and you can see that they're exactly the same as our first villa. The developers kept the same design. I think the only difference they've had is they've added a bath into them, but you can see here to the left, lounge room, middle is the dining area, and to the right there is going to be the kitchen. But at top and up the top is the 2 bedrooms separated by the skyway. Very nice. The pool is out the front. It is exactly the same. Garden area, the entrance through the sides here. I would say the only major difference seems to be that they are a lot closer together, but it is also a very small block of land. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to show you. So these are the 2 bedrooms on this side, and over the other side there we've got the 1 bedrooms which haven't started yet. So it's going to be quite enclosed. You can probably see from the brick area, this is the brick side and this side. This is going to be the walkway through. So they're quite narrow. Obviously the outlook unfortunately is going to be to the other villas, but look, it's not too bad. The area is beautiful. It's quiet. I feel sorry for the neighbours. You may be able to see the windows. We're blocking that whole view, which I think is quite devastating. We have actually got this villa right in the corners where the staff housing is at the moment. One of the reasons we got that was because behind you can actually see nothing. So what that meant was that if we wanted to build a roof, which I don't think we're going to do here, but also we didn't want everyone looking in as well. I think it's going to be a little bit darker than our other place, but we also wanted to get a 1 bedroom and see what that looks like. But if you remember all my other videos over a year ago now, this is exactly what our site looked like. It was hard to see what it would look like. I would say though, the one thing I've noticed is the construction method is much better. It seems a little bit more robust. Those concrete structures that they're laying now to lay the first foundations of concrete seem to be a lot more robust than what we had last time. They were all hand filled with concrete, which was very interesting. But as you can see, it's I think last time I was here they had just broken ground. We've now got structures for at least 2 of the 2 bedrooms. So just behind us, who you'll probably see, is our next project. It's a 1 bedroom, same design. I will put some of the renders in here to have a look. We chose the corner, one, because I wanted it furthest away from the road. Mind you, it's very quiet here. And also we didn't want all the traffic coming past the villa. Not that we're staying there, but if you're a guest, you kind of want your peace and quiet and your tranquility. It has a private pool. It is 1 story with a loft looking over the pool area. The bedroom is upstairs with the bathroom. The stairs is along the side. Really nice feature in terms of it's not internal, it's actually external. Bedroom opens up to a nice decking that you can look outside, and obviously not a great view, but a view nevertheless. It was cheaper. Reasoning behind this is we kind of think that renting a 1 bedroom and a 2 bedroom is exactly the same. price. One bedrooms obviously perfect for couples, whereas our two bedroom we found that we actually had never had, I think maybe once or twice we've had two couples, so there's been a couple that wanted more space, whereas here I think probably rented out fairly quickly because it is just a one bedroom. Having said that, other villas been rented out solidly until the middle of February, so can't complain there. Look, it's very exciting. This is not due to be finished end of December. So as you can see, our site hasn't even started. So I was hoping to be maybe Q3 next year, but realistic, I think it's going to be December. So you're going to get to see me for the next 12 months on this project. But just wanted to introduce it to you. The name, we've been very creative. It's going to be Casa Tulum 2, and hopefully you can enjoy following me again on this second journey. I'll give you an update on the other villa as well, as we've been renting it out. But I just wanted to basically show you our project for 2026. So this is the lead up to the road. You can't even hear any of the traffic at the end, and this is one of the reasons why we picked it. I think a lot of this is going to be developed. This is new construction at the beginning, which I think is the owner of the block of land as well. But you can see how far this internal roadway goes. So literally its path, Canggu proper is literally around the corner. So you still have access to all the facilities, but unlike Casa Tulum 1, so unlike Casa Tulum 1, where you've got some bit of the noise, but it's also a ton of traffic as soon as you leave there, which is fine. But here you don't have that traffic. Mind you, it's not going to take you long before you get into the main traffic, but it's nice. It's quieter. Some of the comments we had for people that were coming through our other villa was it's beautiful, love it, but they didn't love the location. I'm hoping that this time it'll be literally same design, same developer, going to use same interior designer with a bit of our flair. I don't think we're going to make any changes to this one, but so you're going to have that luxury feel, but in a very quiet area. And just as I mentioned that, I forgot to say that we were recently given a Lux rating by Airbnb. That's amazing. For those who don't know, because I didn't know, it's a special rating given to luxurious accommodation under the Airbnb banner. What that means is they come in, they do a 300-point check in terms of the design, the finishes, the services and everything else. And then if you're successful, they give you that rating. So we were very lucky and we're very happy to receive that rating for our first villa. And it just goes to show those little details are really, really important, not only to them, but for us and for our guests. So I'm super, super excited that we got that rating and we're looking to replicate this into Casa Tulum 2. So it's been a while since I last did a video, and in fact, it was right after we did the handover. So what must have been around about September, and we did the handover and put it on the market. So what I want to do is give you an update of where we've been since October to where we are now, tell you a little bit more about our experience on that, and you know, whether that side of things have kind of panned out to what we expected. But a lot of the videos have been talking about building and getting the place ready, interior design, the look and feel and everything, but also we built it to actually rent it out, which was quite important. So at the end of September, we did a handover, and in October we had pretty much 2/3 of the month was booked. November was fully booked. December is fully booked, as is January, and we are early December, but half of February is already booked. So to our surprise, with not a lot of marketing or anything, our villa has exceeded all our expectations. So interestingly, we've had people who've booked it for a month or a couple of weeks. But the other thing I found interesting was that when there were bookings that were in between weeks or in between weekends, surprisingly, they also got snapped up as well. And I think the biggest surprise for me was Christmas. So we had a booking before Christmas, and a booking after Christmas. We had these really awkward awkward dates in between, and I was snapped up by a couple of people. So what would attribute to that? I don't know. I just don't have enough information. Being back in Bali at the moment, it is fairly quiet out here. Everyone is saying how quiet it is. So I'm super excited that our villa is fully rented out until the middle of February. So what has our experience been? Look, met with quite a few property management companies, some really good, some not so good, and we decided to go with Bali Superhost. It's really hard until you actually start running this to see how they are. I am super surprised that their staff, their attention to detail and everything has been exceptional. So yes, you pay quite a bit of money to have all of these things done, but as owner, you don't feel like you have to do all these extra things. And they could be little things like an extra mop or, you know, a hose or all those things. If you want to, or they think they need it, it just gets done, gets taken out of the rent. And as an owner, especially one who doesn't live here, a lot of the things that potentially could be problems are not problems. So my suggestion for anyone who wants to do this is make sure you get a very good property manager to manage your property and look after it and do everything that you would want to do yourself, but they would do that. So I've been super happy. There has been a lot of talk, not just through me, but other friends who had villas as well, is what are these fees? Look, they're not cheap. You could probably be paying 50-60% all in after taxes and everything else, and you're only getting 40%. So the question would be, is this worthwhile just to get 40%? Now, if you take off all the running costs and all the on costs that you would expect to have, the actual fee isn't too bad. It's just when it's all collective, you kind of then start to question, why am I doing this? Does it actually make sense? But wouldn't it be nice to know that whatever ends up in your bank account at the end of the month has paid everything you need to do, including the taxes, and there's no surprises after that. Ultimately, you get what you pay for. My suggestion is don't scrimp and save on those little things, because it will make a difference in terms of the experience for your guest. Also be aware that a lot of people I've spoken to have not accounted for the various local taxes and withholding taxes that you need to pay as part of running your business. You can decide, I'm not going to pay them or whatever it may be, but the reality is they need to be paid at some point, and it will affect what you make at the end of the month and the end of the year. So the details, accounting of all of this can be a bit of a messy affair for those who haven't looked at it. And I've actually broken it all down to all the various companies, and now I have a very detailed line by line item of everything that is going to be spent, that needs to be paid, and what you get in the end. So if you want it, I'll drop something in the comments below. Just ask for it and I'll send it out to you, because I think it's very important, because there's no point spending all your money building a beautiful villa and then you get surprised by saying, I didn't realize I wasn't going to make this money. So I think that's important for you to distinguish before you go along this journey. Ultimately, between our interior designer and our property manager, they've turned our villa into something that is quite spectacular. Nothing's been a problem. There's been no ask that has been rejected. There's no fix that has not been done. They really do look after the places of theirs that they own, and that means a lot to us as an owner, but also I think it's been translated to the guest. It's, you know, the guests like it and everything else, and I think that's very important. Ultimately though, it comes down to, what do other people think? Now, we don't have a lot of ratings, but we did have Airbnb Lux team come through a couple of weeks ago. They came through, they do a 300-point check. So design, interiors, finishes and services. And if you are successful in getting through that 300 points, they award you one of their highest ratings, which is a Lux rating, which is the highest rating that you can get for their accommodation. So we got that a couple of weeks ago. Super excited. It's a stamp on our site at Airbnb. It just means that everything that we've done, all the little things that we wanted to do, the money that we spent was all well worth it. And as I've said all along, we built it in the view of how we would like it and how we would like to live in it. And now I think it's been reflected in not only the guests that have stayed, but also through Airbnb Lux. So thank you very much for that. So that's about it for the property management side. I think it's important to know that once you've built it and you've got it ready, you've got to put it on the market and get people to know about it. So very important to make sure you find a good property manager to look after your villa. If you have any questions, please drop a comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Okay guys, just a short video this time. That's it for this trip. I will update you a lot more with how the property management is going, but until next time, I'll see you on the next video.